Right, here's a little video. Back door release problem. The window operates the first centimetre fine, so you know the ECU is getting the command from the door handle. You can check whether your wiring is broken. Sorry about the video there. You can check whether your wiring is broken. You just want to look for, put a test light across those two and operate the door handle, and if you see it light up, you know that the ECU is commanding the solenoid to open the door latch. You'll have to get in. There's a very helpful guy who posted a video on here show you how to get these there's 4 screws along the bottom of the inner door card, because you can't open the door until you've got the access to the latch. So you've got to take the door card off, which is up there, and there's just 3 screws. You can get to these. They're quite a big size of a Phillips head. So you get to those. Those first 3 there are easy. That one there, you need a little, as the man showed me, you need one to set that up like that, but not with that bit in it, with a Phillips head bit in it. Then you can get in and undo that last one. Then you have to give it a rip and a tug to get all these poppers to undo, and then you can get your hand inside there. Just put the torch on. You can get your hand inside and up into the lock. I've removed the solenoid already, but you'll see that solenoid attached to the bottom of the lock, and it attaches to that hook there, that middle. So you're going to need to, you can release this cover. There's 2 screws that release that plastic cover there to give you enough access to get a hook up in there, a piece of wire or something, and pull that latch down. Then the door will open. Okay, and then you unscrew the 2 big screws there and those 2 little ones there which hold the solenoid. Then you come into your solenoid itself, which I've already dismantled, and you will see there's a little plastic sleeve over holding those 2 that end together there. That'll slide off. Undo the screws, take the cover off, and what you'll probably find is what I found is water ingress. So water's got into the motor, which I've dismantled, and I've actually got the motor to work again. But it looks like that. Just carefully, very carefully clean that rust off there, but don't damage any of these copper wires there. If you damage one of those copper wires, your motor is gone, and they're very fine like hair, so don't damage them. What I use to get the motor apart is a little tool I've made, because I've had no end of trouble with these stupid locks on the Freelander. The door locks are all the same sort of motor. I've made a tool, if I can focus this camera. I've got an old pick which was broken, and so it's high tensile steel. A little tiny fine screwdriver will do. Grind an end on it. See, I'll try and focus in. You can probably see anyway. There. So grind. It's very hard doing videos, isn't it? Sorry about that. Grind it to that sort of a shape on the end. So what you can do then is these little tabs on the motor have to be bent out, and they are just in the side. So you have to get your hook in there, push it in hard and give it a wiggle, and then that hook will bend the tab out for you so you can prise the motor apart. But as you pull it apart on this particular one, you'll have to turn the armature slightly to release it from its rear bearing. So there you are. Take it all apart, clean it up, and be very careful. The brushes, focus the camera again. The brushes are just inside the head there, inside the nose plastic bearing. Don't fiddle about, don't poke about with a screwdriver, because they're very delicately mounted. Just clean it ever so carefully with maybe a bit of carburetor cleaner or something, or find your own way, but just be aware that you're going to damage that really easily in there. And put it all back together, and you can go and have it working again.